Ever been to Whitby?
Can't say I have, no.
Picture this then. You've got dramatic cliffs, right, overlooking the North Sea, and then this charming town. It's steeped in history, but kind of hidden amongst it all is this gem. Honestly, it's more intriguing than any pirate treasure. It's Whitby Jet.
See, that's what I find fascinating, though, right? Most people, they hear jet and they immediately think, like, somber Victorian morning jewelry, you know? But you're spot on. There's a whole lot more to it. I mean, we're talking a material with a story as old as time itself.
Okay, so let's dive into this story then. We've got these articles. One even calls it Black Diamond, saying, like, it deserves a comeback and everything. But first things first, what is jet? Like, really?
Well, if you want to break it down to the simplest terms, jet is basically fossilized wood.
Okay, so just like a piece of petrified wood.
Well, not exactly. It's not just any petrified forest, you see. We're talking specific types of wood here, mucky puzzle trees, things like that, which decayed under very, very specific conditions millions of years ago. I mean, imagine the pressure involved to transform this ancient wood into a gemstone.
Hold on, hold on. Millions of years. That's insane. You mentioned it's found elsewhere too, though, right? So what makes this Whitby jet like the jet?
That's where the geology gets really cool. So Whitby jet actually comes from this unique layer of rock. It's called the Mulgrave Shale Member, and that itself is part of this larger formation called the Whitby Mudstone Formation. Trust me, this layer, it basically provided the perfect ingredients, right? The pressure, the mineral-rich environment, and this specific process. It gives Whitby jet that intense, black, lustrous finish that it's known for.
Okay, so help me out here, because when you say lustrous, I'm not totally sure I can picture it.
All right, imagine, like, the deepest black you've ever seen. I'm talking a black so rich, so deep, it almost seems to absorb all light around it. Like looking into the heart of a starless night, you know? That's the kind of allure we're talking about with Whitby jet and, that captivating quality. That's precisely what made it such a sensation during the Victorian era.
Right, the Victorians. We've got this picture here too. It's Kim Ricks. He's a gemstone expert, and he's holding this like massive piece of raw Whitby jet. It really hits home how sought after this material was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Queen Victoria's influence on the popularity of Whitby jet is massive.
Yeah.
After Prince Albert died in 1861, her mourning period, it was legendary. Famously wore black. And of course, this just fueled the demand for jet jewelry. I mean, it was seen as this perfect symbol of grief and remembrance. Think about it.
Huh.
At its peak, there were over 300 jet mines operating in North Yorkshire, all to meet the demand for this one gem.
That's wild. From ancient forests to a full-blown Victorian jet rush. But what about today?
Well, today things are a bit different. See, mining jet in Whitby, it's actually illegal now. Kind of a stark reminder that even the oldest resources are finite, What we're left with are those amazing cliffs and, of course, what remains of those once booming mines. And hey, you can still find pieces of Whitby jet. They wash up on the beaches, naturally erode from the cliffs.
Yeah.
That being said, we definitely do not recommend any risky cliff climbing to try and find some.
Probably wise. Speaking of finding Whitby jet, we came across this book. It's called Buying Gemstones in Jewelry in Great Britain, and it's by that expert we mentioned, Kim Ricks. Sounds like a must-read for anyone looking to, not get tricked when buying gemstones.
Oh, 100%. Because here's the thing, right? Not everything that looks black that glitters is going to be Whitby jet. With all its history and its value, there are definitely going to be imitations out there. To tell the real deal, you need a trained eye, honestly. Knowing what to look for. Color, texture, even how it reacts to certain tests.
So we've got this gemstone born from these ancient trees, finds its peak popularity during a period of mourning, and now it's more like a rare, almost forgotten treasure. What a story.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What if today's jewelers, the ones doing really cutting-edge stuff, what if they embraced Whitby jet? Really moved beyond just those Victorian associations and really ran with it.
I like where you're going with this.
I mean, the possibilities. Could we see Whitby jet, once a symbol of mourning, transformed? Could it be, say, a symbol of enduring strength? Or maybe like timeless elegance?
Instead of mourning, you almost think like resilience or something.
Exactly. It's something to think about, isn't it?